Hello students, so we'll be continuing our class now. So in the previous video we just saw who is Pierre Dupin and which street he used to deliver the milk and who is his best friend and how the milk wagon was drawn by Joseph. Continuing with the next page of the lesson, that with great zeal he used to go on with Joseph along with the wagon. Avance, mon ami. Avance, mon ami. Just it's a French word again. He says that, go ahead, my friend. Who is a friend here? Joseph. That is a white horse, as you can all see in the picture in your textbooks. And then, and this splendid combination would talk stalk proudly down the street. So everybody would stare at them and they would be proud of themselves that they are very popular in the street. And they were very familiar. These two were called as friends and they used to share up a strong bonding between each other. It was really exhibiting their characters over there. The wagon, without any direction from Pierre, would roll down Prince Edward Street. So, without any directions from Pierre, the wagon would roll very smoothly and move forward in the street of Prince Edward. The horse would stop at the first house, allow Pierre perhaps 30 seconds to get down and from his seat and put a bottle of milk at the front door. So, as you all know that Joseph was well trained within 1 year and he was very much familiar with the rules and even the procedure of drawing the milk from the wagon. As of, he used to wait for 30 seconds of each house and the first house, and he used to wait for Pierre to get down from the seat and then put the bottle of the milk in front of the door. So this was very known secret of Joseph, how much time he has to wait and how he will be rolling on the wagon. And then would then go on skipping two houses and stop at the third one. He used to skip two houses and he used to stop at the third house to deliver the milk. So they would continue down the length of the street. Then Joseph, still without directions from Pierre, would turn around and come back along the other side. So he used to go on without the direction of Pierre. He used to go on very smoothly and then later come on the same way as Pierre used to brought from the street line. So he used to come back to the milk company after delivering all the milk bottles to the families. And moving on to the next paragraph, Pierre would boast at the stable about Joseph's skills. I never touch the reins. He knows just where to stop. Why? A blind man could handle my route with Joseph pulling the wagon. So he was very much proud of Joseph and he was very proudly telling out and sharing all his experience to his fellow drivers. And near the stable, these conversations were going on. As of, Joseph is so intelligent and he knows where to stop and where to move on. Even a blind man can easily ride and handle the route of Joseph pulling up the wagon. So he was very confident enough and he gave an example that a blind man can easily draw and go with the route of the milk delivery, for the milk deliveries where Pierre is going now. So well trained Joseph is now. So moving on to the next paragraph. So it went on for years. So these things went on for years. So we have discussed in the first class that for 15 years till now he had a good companion, that is a horse was drawing up the milk wagon with Pierre, and it went on for many years as the same. Pierre and Joseph both grew older. So they grew older. Grew, it is the past form of a word grow. So they grew older together, but gradually, not fastly, but gradually they were growing very old. Not suddenly. This is a little important, and you have a question regarding this point. They grow old very gradually, but not suddenly. Pierre's huge walrus mustache. Walrus is an sea animal. So we have seen the seals, that is the sea lions and all, right? So the walrus is comes under that category itself. It has the white like a teeth, that is a kind of a tusk. So that kind of a walrus mustache he had. Who had this walrus mustache? That is Pierre. So his mustache was compared to the walrus, was a pure white now. Joseph did not lift his knees so high. So as we all know that they were both growing very old enough. So Joseph could not lift his knees so high or raise his head quite as much. So he was not able to raise his head and even his knees. Jacques, the foreman of the stable, never noticed that they were both getting old until Pierre appeared one morning carrying a heavy walking stick. So Pierre was carrying a heavy walking stick one day morning. Till by then, Jacques did not notice that they are getting age old. So a heavy walking stick was carried by Pierre to the table. And moving on to the next lines of the lesson, that hey Pierre, Jacques laughed. Maybe you got the gout, hey. So he's just teasing out, oh, you have got old enough. And Messiah, Jacques Pierre said a bit uncertainly, one grows old, one's leg gets tired. So as of the statement was agreed by Pierre that yes, certainly one grows very old and one's legs get tired when they are old enough. So, and then he agreed that me and Joseph are getting older. You should teach the horse to carry the milk to the front door for you, Jacques told him. So the secret was not noticeable by everybody, that he used very less range to control the horse. So Jacques is telling that you have to teach the horse to carry the milk and to deliver it in the front of the door. He does everything else. So who does everything else? Joseph does in everything else apart from delivering the milk. He has to get down from the wagon, and he has to pick up the bottle, and then the delivery has to be done. It has to be kept in front of the door. So that's the reason he is now telling that you would have thought, or you should teach the horse to carry the milk from the doors for you. So let's stop here and we'll continue in the next class. Hope you all are enjoying the story, and please read the text. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.